Knock knock.
Who's there?
Smoke.
Smoke who?
Smoked black pepper
Oh,
is the flavor of the Louisville vegan jerky that I have in my hands right here, Brent.
can I do one real quick? Knock knock.
Who's there?
La
Lahoo.
Ville.
I knew
Vegan
that was
jerky.
coming. Oh, that's good. That's good.
Something like that, you know?
Lahooville.
La
Louisville
who?
jerky. They are our sponsor today, Louisville Vegan Foods, where you can buy Louisville vegan jerky just like this. And if you use the code word Poundcast, you get 20% off. If you use the code word where, Doug? LouisvilleVeganFoods.com. So go to LouisvilleVeganFoods.com and you could check out flavors such as Buffalo Dill, Smoky Carolina Barbecue, Perfect Pepperoni, limited edition Sesame Gochujang. That's a Korean flavor, and that's probably my favorite flavor right now.
Hey, you know,
So go there.
you can, you know where you also can get it? Watch this. Knock, you know where you also can get it? Knock knock.
Who's there? Who?
This is foods. Or old foods. Old foods. Something like that. That's what I meant to say. Now I meant to go who and then
I knew
Whole Foods.
You got to go who? Foods.
old foods.
Whole Foods. Whole Foods.
Sprouts.
Knock knock knock.
Yeah, who's there?
Sp-
Who?
Spur. Spur.
Spur who?
Sprouts. It kind of works. Whole Foods, Sprouts. Look, this stuff is bagged in the USA, in Louisville, Kentucky. This is animal and cruelty-free, gluten-free, non-GMO, made in the USA. And you know what?
Hold on.
It's a great sense. It's a great source of protein. Okay.
It's also, you know, it's also bagged in the knock knock.
Who?
United States.
It's made in the knock knock.
Who?
United States.
There's a shelf life of 9 months. And also, guess what?
What?
Well, I know this joke has been done too many times, but aside from getting it at Whole Foods or online or Sprouts, you can also get it at Knock Knock.
Who?
Well, you got to say who's there first.
Who's there?
Bah.
Who?
Teak store shops and so forth, you know, the other.
So check out our sponsor. The other, go to LouisvilleVeganFoods.com. Use the code word Poundcast. 20% off your
Now
entire order.
Our other sponsor is viewers. Is our other sponsor are
Is Knock Knock.
Knock Knock. Who's there?
Yeah.
Yahoo.
You.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna. Yeah, that's right. Yahoo. Yeah, Yahoo. I was gonna. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Basically, we have a Patreon account. It's patreon.com/Poundcast. And
yeah. So, look, here's how our show is supported. Listeners like you, go to patreon.com/Poundcast. Sign up and you could get access to After Dark, because after every episode, me and Brent keep talking when we're warmed up and the laughs are flowing.
I would say that After Dark gets a little more personal, and to some degree.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Today's episode, we talk about. I'll say what we talk about in the After Dark. We talk. We take some. We have a voicemail number 213-207-6952. Somebody asked about ghosts and paranormal stuff, and me and Brent talked about ghosts and stuff and spooky stuff. It gets a little spooky.
And aliens, and we talked about ghosts, and we talked about some scary kind of stuff in a way.
Yeah, and we talked for like an hour about some personal stuff a little bit.
Yeah,
I demo my glasses.
Oh yeah, he talked about that. And no, it's cool. We talked about some stuff and how to meet people and influence others and how to and yeah, so anyway, it's cool though. It's a nice time and so there you go. I mean, look, it's just a good way. You get a service, you get extra content. It's basically you get 2 episodes for the you get a bonus episode basically. That's all there is to it. So.
Yeah, so check out the Poundcast After Dark. We already we're doing this intro at the beginning, and we've done a long, juicy episode today. We talk about Alanis Morissette's breakthrough single, You Oughta Know. We listen to the acapella and we break it down. And what we discover is going to blow your mind.
It's going to blow your mind wide open. Or open wide. It's going to blow your mind open wide.
Open wide. Your brain is going to be open wide.
It's going to be
like
open
Dave
wide.
Coulier's butt.
Also, if you want to watch video of the show, it's youtube.com/thepoundcast. And it's also,
on Instagram and social media at the Poundcast.
Yeah.
So I guess we should get on with the show. Today we have a remix. We have a remix that one of our Pound Pimples made.
Yeah.
If you sign up for the Patreon, you get access to the stems of our theme song. And this is a pretty cool remix. I think he's using samples from Pound House.
Yeah.
And from this show. And who makes this one?
His name is Craig Culver, and who also I've seen his name also as C. Lee Music too. So I don't know, but Craig Culver. And I wanted to just say that he is also working on a game right now, which is not out yet, but it looks really cool, and it's called Akura, Akurra. It's not out yet, but it looks really cool, and I just thought I'd mention that as well. But Craig Culver is his name, and this is his remix, which is called, I think it's called. Wait, hold on. There's a name. It has all these have kind of names in a way, and it's kind of nice to name.
Yeah, they have a title.
It is called. I have it. It's okay.
Knock.
Yes, who's there? Who's there?
Akura is the name of his.
There you go.
Game.
There you go. Very good. Okay, here's the title of this remix. Well, I don't know if this is gonna work, but okay, here we go. Pound Pimple remix. Knock knock.
Who's there? Who?
Pound Pimple remix house. That's what it's called. Because I think because of Pound House.
Pound House.
Pound House, yeah. So Pound Pimple remix house. That's what it's called.
All right, let's do it. Let's run it. Run the clip.
Thank you to Craig for doing this.
Thank you to Craig. Let's run the clip and we'll get on with the show.
Please do.
Doug and Brent. Doug,
Go to bed.
and Brent.
Oh, you make dope beats? I'm gonna remember that.
Talk into the show. Doug and Brent.
Looking good.
Well, they talk about today.
Shit. It's not a good look. Your ass got blasted.
Talking on the Poundcast.
Here we are with another wonderful one-on-one song breakdown episode. Is that right, Brent?
It's so true.
I don't know what's coming. I mean, I know what song we're going to listen to, but who knows what we're going to...
Who knows what we're going to kind of discover about the song and ourselves.
Yeah. We'll get to that in a second, but I would...
What's going on in your life these days?
Well, I've been working a lot, man. I'm working on... It's been announced now, so I can say the Eric Andre show. I've been editing that. And, it's like a love-hate relationship with the craft of editing, because
on one hand you love it, and on the other hand you hate it.
Exactly. I like to be part of that show because I think that show's great, and I've been working from home. I guess like COVID kind of made editing be more at home, you know?
Yeah.
And working at home by yourself it's like mentally, it's not good for my mental health.
Is that right? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. But the last few days Eric is back in town and we've been working together at an editing facility, editing house.
Well, that's nice. You're going
Yeah.
out.
I went in there and who do I see sitting there outside the hallway? Bill Burr. That was kind of fun to see him.
Oh, did you say, hey, All Things Comedy?
I was going to say, hey, Bill, I have a podcast on All Things Comedy, but he was on the phone. I didn't interact with him. He would have been like, I don't give a fuck. Why do I give a shit? You're a what? Get the fuck out of here.
He goes, pound what? What? Pound what? I don't know. I don't know how to do it.
Anyway, whatever. It's like, I'm so good at editing, that's my curse. I can say that with confidence because the results are there, like
the results are there.
The results are there. People are laughing. And Eric asked me to keep, can you stay on? Can you come back? Can you do this?
Can I ask, did you get any kind of bump this season?
I don't know. I think it's a union rate,
Right.
which is like a locked
Yeah.
rate. It's
Yeah.
union. So it's not a bad amount of money.
Right. But I guess
but it's not really, I could live without it. It's not about the money so much.
You just want, you wanted to be part of the creative process of this show.
Yeah.
Which is a cool show.
I did 5 weeks, and that's a good chunk of time. I think I did some good stuff on there. And, when I was actually with Eric, we're sitting there looking at the cuts together. We're laughing our asses off. He's doubled over laughing hysterically.
Is there some pretty...
Not necessarily because of my editing. It's just like
right.
The stuff I'm doing is just... the stuff we're watching is it just happens to be funny stuff.
Are there some
Of
things
course, my editing, I'm throwing in some tricks, some surprises that he didn't see coming.
Are there some surprises that not even you were anticipating in this season? Are there things in this season that are people going to see things from this season that they've never seen before on the Eric Andre show? Is there something, are they taking it to the next level? Can you spoil anything like that?
I specialize in the man on the street bits,
Uh-huh.
The pranks,
Yeah.
I kind of give those like a packaging, and I know how to I make little jingles for them and stuff. Pizza ball, you ever see that one? Anyway.
So what
they redesigned the studio a bit. I will say that. So that has a new look. And it's different from all the other seasons. So I think Eric's like me, he likes to not just keep doing he was going to end the show, but he decided to keep it going. But I think they're throwing out some of the rules of what the show
used to be. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Used to adhere to.
Yeah. There's some things that we adhere to, and then there's some things that maybe they try to... No, it's more the same, but like we're all getting better at it. The set people.
Are there any crazy things that happen though that are going to blow people's minds? Ass minds.
I think there's a couple of men on the street bits that are like that I've seen that are pretty, it's good stuff, Eric's got some balls to do that stuff,
Mm-hmm. And he shows them too.
So anyway, tomorrow's my last day. So, and then I'm going to go to Europe. I'm going to go to Spain and Portugal.
That's right.
And I guess in Morocco. Those are all the flights that are booked.
That's cool. You're going to Morocco.
So if anyone lives in Barcelona, Valencia, or Portugal, or
Lisbon,
Lisboa, or Porto, we're hitting like 5 cities. And then Casablanca.
You're going to go Casablanca, huh?
Yeah, that's on the list.
Uh-huh. That's cool, man. That's cool. I never went to Morocco. I always kind of wanted to go there. Yeah.
You ever go to
get me-
Morongo?
The casino? Is that a casino?
Mm-hmm. All right, should we get on with the song? I don't know. I guess that's all I have to say is just
Well, that's cool, man. That's cool. That's a cool breeze right
you
there,
know?
you know.
But this morning I played tennis with Stephen Malcolmus and Bob Nastanovich from Pavement, like one of my
Oh.
favorite bands in growing up.
Well, how'd you set that up?
Absolutely
How'd you set-
legendary legends of indie rock
How'd you set that match up?
history. It was through office hours. It was me and Tim played Stephen and Bob.
So it was office hours versus Pavement.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow.
And Stephen was really I thought he was gonna be a cool guy, rocker guy, He was the nicest guy. Like, I'm not just saying that, but he was like just friendly and he just wanted to like talk and then when it came to playing tennis, he was really nice. He loved talking about tennis. And he was like, those guys were really I'm used to playing with like competitive people, and they were just like, oh, nice hit, nice return, good serve, We're over here like, we're gonna kick their ass. And they're
Who
like,
won?
oh, nice one, guys.
Who won?
Well, they won. We played the first to win 3 games, but we got 2, so it's 2-3.
Hey, that's cool that they won and they were so encouraging,
Yeah, I have a feeling he was probably
going easy.
might have been going a little easy.
And did you guys play on did you play on Pavement or did you
I
play
know.
on- What did you play on?
We didn't even make that joke. We thought about it. We played on, a tennis court, a classic one, public one that's
Sure.
they're all, I don't know what that is.
Did you go to a cool park?
Went to a beautiful park in Glendale.
Ah, okay. You were over at that park near where I live, though, in Hollywood recently, right?
Yeah, I go there. I go
You go
there
there often?
every Tuesday.
Yeah. Do you like that area?
Why don't you come by and check out one of our
I ought to.
softball games?
I should check. I'll check it out. I guess I could just sort of get behind the cage and kind of yell things out. Say
I
bada
think you
bada
should,
bada.
we have some people in the bleachers cheering us on.
Yeah. Jake Weiss, I think, right?
He came. I think maybe I play too many sports now, but maybe this trip to Europe will even out my sports. Saturday morning, I'm doing volleyball. Then Sunday, pretty much every Sunday, I go to the beach, more volleyball. Monday, yoga. I do yoga. Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday are kind of like with the job and stuff that they're kind of mixed and matched.
Wild
I might
card.
do a little skateboarding or something.
Oh yeah.
And then Friday, oftentimes there's more volleyball.
Such an active guy.
I know. I think I do too much. Well, no,
Well, you know what-
Tuesday is softball night.
Oh,
And
softball.
then
on
it's so that
Tuesday.
it's like Wednesday. Yeah. So it's like almost every night.
I'll go check it out. I live close to that park,
I mean, I know you like baseball and softball's right. It's, it's next door neighbor.
I do. You know what you are kind of like? You're an active guy that it makes me think of a commercial for some kind of medicine or something, or
Like athlete's foot.
herpes or allergies or something like that. I think of that as an act. You're so active. You go camping, and these are the kind of stuff you do are the activities that they show in those commercials. Okay, and then also you make me think of I feel like people's dating profiles are like this a lot too. It shows them being active all the time. The dating profiles, they're always showing them doing all those things, hiking, and that's what they say they like to do: hiking and being outdoors, active sports and things. And so
I'm
you're
actually
just,
next time I make a dating profile, I got to put that all over it.
yeah, just you're a classic dating profile, allergies ad. I mean, you're just I feel like there's a parallel between allergy, herpes kind of ads.
When have you seen a herpes ad? Is there herpes ads?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I mean, they've been going since I mean, I remember them as early as the early 2000s. Herpes ads?
Well, cast me. Would you be cast in a herpes ad?
Yes.
What if you're like the
absolutely.
main guy?
Sure, it's a.
You're like, what if you're like the Flo? You know, Flo from like the insurance ads.
Yeah, man, it'll be my greatest role of all time. You know, it'll be a true stretch. You know, I'll be really exercising my acting chops. You know, by playing a herpes guy, and you know, the thing is, but there's a parallel I feel like between dating profiles and herpes ads, or you know, allergy ads or whatever. They're very.
Yeah, I know. It's like it's the same lifestyle. Well, it's
very similar. But even even the vibe, even the sort of energy of them is the same. You know, people with you know, the music that they use for those kind of ads. It's a certain kind of music. I don't know how to explain what kind of music it is, but it has a certain sound to it, and I feel like that music is the kind of music they use for dating profiles sometimes. Or you would think, I don't know, that music comes to mind when you look at those dating profiles. Anyway, there's a parallel.
Well, now you're going off the deep end here because there's no music on these dating profiles.
No, sometimes there is,
and they're not picking. They're not going to pick an acoustic, you know, sound. They're going to pick Kendrick Lamar or whatever they think is cool.
No,
they're not going to put.
They are
not going to put that type of music on there.
I know. I just think I hear it in my head at least. I think I know what they're going for. I just tell you though, it's interesting to me what's going on with these people, and you're one of them. That's what's amazing about it. Amazing stuff.
Well, I feel like a lot of those people, it's like they went to the mountains once, and that's their photo.
I don't know. I think
you know what I mean. They went to the beach once. I'm at the beach every Sunday. Okay.
No,
I'm not even taking pictures. I'm not over
here.
The
real people don't even say that they do that stuff, I guess.
Yeah. Anyway, You Oughta Know by Alanis Morissette. Should we listen to it?
Yeah, I guess I've never really. I mean, I like that when we do these popular songs because you know you kind of take them for granted. You know, you think. You just think to yourself, I mean, you hear the song and you know how it goes, but you don't really think about these lyrics and really critically.
Well, there's one lyric in here
that everybody knows.
That everyone knows, and it's got lore to it. And I guess we're going to look it up.
Yeah. I heard that lore is not about Dave Coulier or whatever.
It's not.
I don't know. Who knows? Maybe it is.
Well, we'll look it up. Let's listen to it.
Okay. So, do you know here? So, you ought to know, Doug, how to, you can share just the sound only.
Okay, let me try here. Share sound. It doesn't say sound only.
No, go to advanced. So you go to share,
gotcha.
and then still click share sound though. Do you see that on the bottom as well? So you're going to click two things, computer audio, and click the box that says share sound. No? So
it's not a possibility.
Why not?
It could be because of my sound, the way the sound's routed or something, you know.
You know what? Actually, try this. Just click computer's audio and that's it. Don't worry about the share sound part.
Okay, can you hear this?
Yeah, good.
Oh, wow, it's working.
Great. Okay, good. Perfect. This is great. Okay,
this is cool.
Yeah, this is great. This is perfect. Okay, so, okay, I have the lyrics up, and then I think you should not have the lyrics up because maybe it's kind of fun for you to guess, and I can reveal to you what the lyrics are.
Okay, I did just do a scan of them, but let's listen.
Okay.
And this isn't going to be as hard. You know, if this isn't that hard, we'll find another song. But
it's not probably not as poetic, but maybe we can read into it, you know, and find
this one. This one might be kind of straight up like. Well, no, let's check it out. All right.
I want you to know that I'm happy for you.
Okay, hold on. Let's just stop for a second. The way she said want, I swear I heard vaunt. And it sounded like a vampire, you know?
Let's listen.
Sounded like Dracula.
I want you to know.
Yeah.
Okay, didn't it sound like that?
I'm happy for you.
Okay, cut it.
Yeah,
cut
so
it.
she's a vampire.
She's a vampire. I want you to know that I am happy be for you. So, okay, she's a vampire. Let's establish that. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna say right off top. Is she? I doubt she's really happy.
Well, I wanted to say this. What we can deduce from this first lyric is that it must have been unclear about how she feels about this person that she's addressing, and she wants to make it clear. I want you to know I'm happy for you. So maybe the other person thought that she didn't feel that way, and or maybe she's being sarcastic also.
Okay, this might be kind of a cell phone, but let's keep listening.
I wish nothing but the best for you both.
Okay, cut.
Oh, you both.
You
Okay.
both.
The story, the plot thickens here, right?
Yeah, it's a threesome. I mean, it's a love triangle. It's something. And she also said, she didn't quite say this, but I'd like to think she said, I wish nothing but the best for
Best for you both.
you both. I want
Okay,
to
so she's
want to
she really wants this person to know that she's happy for, let's assume him.
Yeah.
And ooh, she's happy for you both. Ooh, this is a scorn. Perhaps she's scorned. Would we say that?
I think perhaps. I mean, if we were to read into it,
If we haven't listened to this song 10,000 times in our life, would we have any clue?
I think what we would have to think is that perhaps there was a lover or partner, something.
Okay, let's
And
keep
he's
going.
moved on, and he has somebody new in his life.
Mm-hmm.
I know the version of me.
Okay, so another version of her.
No.
Oh.
It was an older version of me.
Let's listen to that again.
Well, that's what it says
I
here.
know the version of me. Is she perverted like me? Would she go on you in a theater?
Wait.
Oh,
what
that was
happened?
kind of. I think it was kind of edited out.
Oh, it was the censored version.
It sounds
Okay.
like another version of me, but it could be an older version of me. But that's,
I think it's well. I mean, according to these lyrics that I'm looking at, it's an older version of me. Is she perverted like me? But wait, can you play that line one more time? I'm curious if she says another or older.
It sounds like it could totally be both. I'm gonna look it up and find a different lyric. Let's go to Genius.
Older.
Yeah,
version.
an older version of me. But yeah, she could be saying that.
I mean, that's interesting. Let's just think about that. An older version of her?
Yeah,
That's
well, maybe
interesting.
maybe he was looking for someone more mature because of this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Because of this kind of stuff.
Wait, what kind of stuff?
She's just going off, you know?
Right. Because of this kind of behavior, you know? Yeah. An older version of me. So that's interesting that because usually when people, break up, the guy will go with
Yeah, a younger version.
That's
the cliche move.
She'll
is
be
to-
upset because
yeah.
he's going out with some 18-year-old or whatever.
Yeah.
But instead he goes with an older woman now. That's interesting.
All right, let's check this out.
Well, hold on a second.
both.
She also pause real quick. Hold on. Is she perverted like me? She's a pervert. So she's a perverted vampire. I mean, it sounds to me like blood is not the only thing she sucks.
Well,
because of that line, the other line she said, would she go down on you in a theater? So she
I did a joke recently that was like, I don't even know if I ever told it, but I wrote it down. It was like, when she says, did she go down on you in a theater?
Mhm. I know this joke.
You know what the crazy part about that lyric is that's the UCB theater. And the weirder part is UCB Sunset. I don't know. It's just an inside baseball kind of joke.
You know what's a funny idea, Doug? Let's just pause for a moment and just reflect. It would be funny to think that it was not a movie theater that she sucked his penis in,
It's
That
like
it's
it's like an opera house or something.
what if it was an open air theater in the park, or something like that? Or what if it was but yeah,
Is that still called a theater, or is that called like a?
But it's a funny idea to think that the UCB theater is a black box theater. It would be funny if it was a live theater, a black box theater. So you've got really bright stage lights happening, and then somebody's trying to, get some kind of penis.
Yeah.
suck.
What if it was in Vegas at like the Carrot Top show or something?
Yeah, the Carrot Top show.
Or like wherever, like, I don't know, something.
I mean, here's my thought is that she doesn't specify what kind of theater it is or what theater it is. So she doesn't say movie theater. It could be any kind of theater. It could be a movie theater, but it could be, it could be anything. It could be, you know.
It doesn't matter. She's a freak.
It could be Carrot Top. It could be
she
the
really
Luxor.
likes this guy that she would do freaky stuff like that.
I don't even know if she liked the guy enough.
She's being like, now she's thinking, I did all that and
she was into it.
Me. You still dumped me.
She was into it. She wasn't doing it for him. She's perverted. Don't forget. She did it for herself. That's her kink. She likes sucking penises in black box theaters. You know what she said to him?
What's that place? What are those? What's those places on like
the Theater Row on Santa Monica?
Like the Log Theater or something. What's that called?
Well, there's Straight Jacket and there's the Hudson Theater. There's a Hudson Theater.
No, the one that like Blake does his show at and stuff.
What if it was Largo at the Coronet? She goes like this. She's at Largo. You know how they don't allow talking, so she whispers to whoever this is, and she goes, "I want to suck your dick." Or maybe she goes, "I want to suck your cum," instead of blood. And she and the guy goes, "Okay, I guess so. Let's do it, man. We got, John Bryan is playing right now. I mean, I guess just."
All right, let's keep moving here. We milked this one. You get it?
Yeah. She milked it.
I know the version of
I rewound
me.
a little bit.
Is she perverted like me? Would she go on you in a theater? Does she speak eloquently?
Oh, but she does the thing that that Eddie Vedder does.
Yeah,
like
very breathy,
sensual exhales.
You mean you're talking about Billy Corgan, right?
I think they were both doing that. No, I think I brought that up when.
Oh well, wicked. And they're all breathy. All of them are really breathy.
I mean, I guess it's just natural. That's just how it's going to go down. But
does she speak?
Another thing about like pop, like music like this, is the fact that she's so bold with her. She's so open about personal stuff like that. That's another secret to a successful hit song.
Being
right,
open about yourself.
Yeah, saying this, this was like her breakout song, and she's saying these very bold things about how she's a pervert, and she's going down on this guy, like right in the first 30 seconds of the song.
And she wasn't even doing it for him; she was doing it for herself because she was into it.
Which we could do, which maybe or maybe not, we don't know.
And it was at the UCB UCB Franklin probably.
Yeah, no, UCB Sunset, even crazier.
Actually, to be honest, though, I mean, this is going to sound so stupid, but I think it'd be crazier at the Franklin Theater because the Sunset Theater is bigger, so I feel like you can maybe get away with it a little bit easier in the Sunset Theater. But
it just seems. I thought it was brighter in there. I don't know, maybe not.
Well, the Franklin Theater is brighter because it's this tinier theater, so the stage lights are going to hit. You're going to hit more more people are going to. It's definitely less covert at the Franklin. Matt Besser is over there. He's all spying on it and stuff. He's looking through the curtains and stuff. You got Matt.
He's up in the booth. He's in the sound booth. Like he's like, "Whoa, I see an upright citizen down there."
Now that's what I call an upright citizen.
Okay, let's keep going here.
Well,
and
okay.
would she have your baby? I'm sure she'd make a really excellent mother.
Hold on a second.
I think she's just being sarcastic this whole time. She's like, I bet she'll be an excellent mother. Or
so she said, does she
speak
speak eloquently? So, and would she have your baby? So is she trying to say, she's saying, does she speak eloquently?
She's like, I'm a pervert. I speak eloquently and I would have your baby.
She said, I speak eloquently. I also suck dicks. I also, I would have your baby. I'm everything you want in a mother.
Actually, you know what? If a woman put all this information, not these lyrics, but like in a dating profile, it'd be like, hey guys, I'm looking for a serious relationship.
I speak eloquently.
I speak eloquently. I'm a freak. Okay, I'll go
I'm a
down.
pervert.
I'll go down on you anywhere in public. It's no big deal.
Yeah,
And
open
I
air
would make
mo-
an excellent mother.
And I'm also active. I go do volleyball. I go to beaches.
I'm a freak in the streets and a mom in the sheets. Something like that. I don't know.
So, right. And I'm sure she'd make a really excellent mother. Huh. Why does she think that? Because
Well,
does she,
I think
does
she's saying she's sort of like being sarcastic, right? Yeah,
Well, she
right,
doesn't-
Brent. Yeah, right, Brent. And you'd be a great dad. It's like that kind of tone.
yeah, I'm sure she'd be really make a really excellent mother, but she doesn't even know this broad.
Say I replaced you, and then on the Poundcast, and then you wrote a song about it. You'd be like, "Yeah, I bet he has a great laugh like me, and I bet I wish you the best, Doug. By the way, does he say Slurpee good and say cool stuff like that? I bet he does. Is he?
I'm sure he'd
Does he come up? I bet he comes up with great catchphrases.
I'm sure he'd make an excellent co-host.
Yeah, that's the tone I feel like she's taking here.
But
let's keep.
So
going.
okay, so she's trying to say she would be an excellent mother then. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
That's what I'm thinking. And then what I'm saying is,
well, that's what I first said.
I guess what she's
knows?
saying makes an excellent mother is you got to speak well, you got to suck penises in public, and yeah, that's it. And obviously be willing to give birth to a baby.
Those are the top three things.
Those are the most important things to being an excellent mother.
Or top two things, yeah.
Top two things to being.
Cause the love that you gave that we made wasn't able to make it enough for you to be open wide.
No, I do use this in my.
I know. I love this, and I love this bit. This is such a funny bit. And for people who don't know, can I kind of tell the joke?
I mean, sure.
Doug
No, don't tell it. They got to come see me live.
All right. It's funny though.
But we're not going to talk about my interpretation of that line. We're going to talk about, because my interpretation of that is like,
it's funny. Very funny.
It's just off the wall. But
because the love that you gave,
it's a mountain. That's why I did a joke about it, because it's like it's kind of like nonsense. Here's what it is. Because the love that you gave that we made, the love that you gave that we made, wasn't able to make it. Wasn't able to make it enough. Make what enough for you to be open wide? No.
Open wide. What are they talking about? Polyamory?
She probably is talking about being an open relationship. I don't know.
Because the love that you gave that we made. So he gave away the love that they made together somehow, maybe to somebody else. Oh, oh, that's what it is. He cheated on her. They created.
No. That's not what's going on. The love that he gave her that they made together, right? That wasn't enough. That wasn't enough for him to be honest and open, right?
Oh, open. I thought it meant it wasn't enough.
I'm not doing a comedy take on this. I'm saying I think that's what's going on here.
If I wasn't trying to make a comedy take on it, I thought to be open wide. I thought she meant to spread his butt cheeks open.
Okay. And you know what? I'm on Genius right now. Do you know about Genius?
Uh-huh.
They have a little thing about that. You want to see how close I was?
They mentioned the butt cheeks being spread.
That's exactly what it says. Here's what it says.
She's in a scat like Jeremy was.
This right here is the theme of the song. I wasn't good enough. The singer's self-worth was attacked by her being cast aside.
Well, wait.
Immediately replaced after giving all she could.
Wait. Hold on. You want to spoil this just yet? Let's wait.
It's just chunk by chunk.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah.
Because the love that you gave that we made wasn't able to make it.
It's just she wanted to fit a lot of words in there, so she had to like kind of double up some things. Right. Love that you gave that we made is like,
Right. It's the syllables, you got.
So she couldn't go like this because the love that we made wasn't able to. She could have done that. It would have kind of been cool.
Because the love that we made wasn't able to make it, and I mean, they could have done that.
No, it's like because the love that you gave that we made wasn't able to. It's like it's so almost like a rap. It's almost like an Eminem rap song because there's like gave, made, able. You know what I mean? It's like hitting
Right.
these same kind of like rhyme
right.
couplets
but
or whatever. Like,
I just want to understand that if I was to try to understand it logically, though, because the love that you gave that we made, wasn't able to make it enough for you to be open wide. It's crazy. That's a crazy line. Very hard to understand, actually.
it's a crazy line. I don't know how she could have. It's like a rap, you know?
Well, I guess that's what makes a good mother.
That's
being
what
good
makes a good
rapper,
mother.
too.
And that's, you know, that's
Just the
part
love.
of the scene from this era was also like rock and rap was kind of coming
Rap.
together.
Rob,
She added just a touch of it with the syllables she's squeezing in here.
because the love that you
It
gave.
was like
that we
this,
made
because the
wasn't
love that you
able-
gave that we made was unable to make it enough for you to be open wide. No. And then
Oh,
here's,
man.
and then she mixes it up right here. Let's listen to this part. She's not hitting it like super syncopated like that.
No. And every time you speak her name, does she know how you told me you'd hold me until you died? Till you died, but you're still alive.
Okay, so he lying to her. He's squeezing her, saying, every time you speak her name, does she know how you told me you'd hold me until you died? So he must have said, I'm going to hold you until you die. Oh, until I die. I'm going to hold you until I die.
I'm gonna hold
Wait,
you
if
till
she
I die.
believed that, then she's kind of
She's kind of
gullible.
a
Okay.
bit of a dummy, I guess. right?
Wait, so she's with her boyfriend and he's holding her. And he's like, I'm going to hold you till I die. If somebody said that, I'd be terrified. I'd be like, I don't know if I like that.
Yeah. Well, can we
Uh,
take some breaks here and there?
Yeah. Can I get
Can I get a check, please? It's at their first date or something.
And then she's like, but you're still alive. So
But you're still alive. She's almost
he
kind of
lied.
saying.
So he lied. I mean, she fell for like a pretty clear.
I mean, she obviously does. She not understand hyperbole, and does she? You know what I mean? I mean, he was probably just trying to sound romantic. It's not.
Yeah, he's just saying some sweet nothings.
Yeah, I mean,
And look, this guy's probably an asshole. Okay, he
Hey.
probably is a toxic boyfriend, and I'm sure he's not a good guy if she's writing this song with this sort of
well, let me
tone
ask
to
this.
it.
Let's
But-
say this,
But
let's
you know, with okay.
well, let's say this. Well, I'm sorry. Go ahead, sir. I don't want me to cut you off. What were you gonna
No,
say?
no, go ahead. I said what I.
I was going to say that if she wasn't able to pick up on his sort of figurative language, then that makes me think that she's not being sarcastic and she means what she says. And then therefore, I believe her when she says she's happy for him and that she wishes nothing for the best for these two new lovers who probably have a much more reasonable relationship.
See, I don't think so. I think in the
I know.
beginning,
I'm
right. In the beginning, well, okay. She's like, I'm happy. It's
I
like,
just-
it's like a classic argument. Like, Brent, I'm so happy for you. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
I just
happy
think
that
there's
I'm happy that you found a new podcast.
I hear you on that. I
Does your
just
new
feel like-
podcast, whatever. Like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
I just think that there's a bit of a contradiction here because you're acting all sarcastic over here in the beginning, and then, but wait, you don't know when he's being figurative
Well,
about.
that's why I tried to act out the argument, because you can switch from sarcasm to just like real
I get
talk.
it.
You know
You're
what I
right.
mean?
You're right. I get it. Yeah, you're right. You know,
But that's kind of on her for believing him. If he said that, maybe she was a little naive. Okay.
But you know what's actually kind of crazy?
Let's hear
though?
this chorus. We're not
Wait.
done with the chorus.
No, I know, but real quick before you hit that, I'm still stuck on this line because the love that you gave that we made wasn't able to make it enough for you to be open wide. I still don't quite understand what open wide means, actually. You know, I mean, truly, does that mean honest? Is that what it is? Open wide? I mean,
That's what I said, and that's what.
oh,
that's
you know
what I
what? No,
stand
you know
by.
what? Actually, it is maybe
That's
not
what I
honest.
stand by.
I think it's not open wide. I think maybe just to be open emotionally, to be able to be fully
Emotionally available.
available. Yeah,
Right.
available. Yeah.
Yes.
open-
Yes.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
That's I
what-
can fully see that. I agree with that. And that's called the pre-chorus, that part. Because the love that you gave that we made. Pre-chorus. Here comes the regular chorus. All right.
Uh-huh.
And I'm here to remind you of the mess you left when you went away.
Now I want to hear about this mess. Maybe
Can
the
I
mess was
yeah.
just within her own.
Hey,
Mine.
remember when I said that he spread his cheeks open wide? Yeah. I mean, maybe that was maybe some mess kind of came out of that, and I guess it wasn't enough for him to do that. I guess so. Maybe not that much.
Well, maybe maybe she should be happy that this guy left. If she's leaving a mess, maybe he's leaving plates around, and you know what I mean. Maybe he's a slob.
I think she's into scat, and he didn't leave enough diarrhea because she said that it wasn't enough for him to be open wide, meaning he didn't spread the cheeks wide enough. Not enough diarrhea kind of came out. And she's kind of saying, I want to remind you of the mess you left when you went away. There was barely any mess. And you know I like mess. I wanted mess. And you didn't leave any. You hardly left any. And I'm here to remind you about that.
No, now look, we're not done with the chorus yet.
It's not fair to deny me of the cross I bear that you gave to me. Yeah.
Wait, now that is it's not fair to deny me of the cross I bear that you gave to me. So wait, she wants to bear the cross that he gave her?
Wait, what is the cross?
Okay, if you say it's my cross to bear, that means it's your burden. So
yes,
he gave her he burdened her.
Yeah.
And now she's saying it's not fair to deny her this burden.
Oh, he's saying that I guess she's saying that he should.
She's like
he's saying
a masochist,
that,
or she's like she wants to be punished, and now she's not anymore.
She's a pervert. No, he said that she said that he basically is probably trying to say, hey, it's not a big deal, that we broke up or whatever. Or he's saying it's not a big deal that, there's not that much of a mess. It's not a big deal. And she's saying it is a big deal. And now you're trying to deny me of that. I think she's trying to say it is a big deal. Okay. You're trying to make it like as if it's not a big deal, but it is a big deal. That's what she's saying, basically, I think.
I don't know. Or I don't think so. That's not what these words are saying. She's saying it's not fair.
No, this is what
she's saying when they were together, she had a burden, right? The relationship, a cross to bear. He gave her this cross to bear. She had to go down on him. She had to be eloquent, but now he's gone and she doesn't get to have those wonderful things anymore.
Well, I think this is what happened is he realized she was a vampire. And he held the cross at her and he said, whatever, may the power of Christ compel you or whatever. And at first she didn't like it. And then she thought, you know what, I'm going to bear with it. And well, she's a kind of a masochist, right? She's a masochist. So she said, all right, I will take the cross. And so she's a vampire and that hurts her at having a cross. And she's into that now because she's kind of, a masochist and she's a pervert or whatever. And so now he's trying to take that cross back because I guess it cost a lot of money.
Very creative, Brent.
Well, all I'm saying is that
no, I think this is the most bizarre, nonsensical line. It's not fair to deny me of the cross I bear that you gave to me.
If I'm being really realistic, I swear.
She's saying it's not fair that she doesn't have a burden anymore. So that's what I
think what she's
I'm just
really
being
saying,
honest. I'm just being straight up.
If I'm being straight up, if I'm being open wide, I think she's saying it's not fair of you to say this is not a big deal. I think that's what she's saying. I think he's saying it's not a big deal, or he's trying to diminish the damage that was done.
Very good. I think you might be right because
it's
inferring that they had a conversation about this.
I think it's just kind of he's trying to treat it like it's not.
He's like, we weren't even dating, and you didn't do anything. He's trying to say like, yes, I did actually. I sacrificed.
He's trying to say, just get over it. Life moves on. She's saying, yeah, it's easy for you to say you left me with all this crap.
I think she's saying you could at least say, you can at least acknowledge the cross that I've bared, and you're denying me that. So now that's probably what she's saying. And by the way, this is one of my least favorite songs of all time. I hate this song. It's not about the lyrics. It's about just everything about it, like the style of singing and the melody and the guitars and the drums and just everything about it.
Do you
just
notice?
It's just kind of like it's nails on a chalkboard.
Have you been noticing? By the way, we haven't
But
really
that's-
commented on it. That the passion and the anger in her voice. She sounds really angry. you
Well,
know?
I think that's another thing I don't like about it. It's just
Right, it's how
very
angry
kind
it
of
is.
like it's not for me. This song is not for me. I'm
Seems
not
like it.
saying because I'm a guy and it's men's rights or something. It's just like this. I don't listen to musics. I don't listen to musics to be like cathartic in that way. To be like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't listen to like pissed off music like that. I listen to maybe I have. I don't know. This is just not for me. That's all. It's fine. I like some of her other songs. And by the way, remember that song "Ironic," where everything she says is not ironic?
We actually really should examine that song because I'm curious about.
I think that's been
what are
broken
the-
down.
what are the examples? Oh, it's been broken down, but I'm curious
It's like
about.
it's like rain on a wedding day. Like that's not ironic. That's unfortunate.
Well, no, I mean I get why it's ironic in a way because it's meant to be a day that's a nice day. And
It's
then
not ironic.
It's the worst.
It's not ironic.
Well, I think it's ironic in the sense that you plan for a really nice day and then ends up being not a nice day. I guess there's some irony.
I don't
to
know if
that.
that's truly the definition for me.
I
But
think
there's
it's-
other lines in there I think that maybe don't work.
I'd like to know. I ought to.
You ought to know.
I ought to know.
Well, maybe
oughta
after
know.
dark. Maybe after dark we'll just do full Alanis. We'll do that.
Wow, Alanis going back to back or Alanis 360 spin around.
All right, let's keep going. We're not even.
Okay.
I gotta keep going here.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think this is the part that really gets to me.
She's really angry. So much
Yeah.
that she's yodeling almost. When people get really angry, they start yodeling.
Yeah. And I hope I don't I hope I don't dislike it for the wrong reasons. There's something about this song that's just grating. It's grating. It's not pleasing.
What do you mean you hope you don't like it for the wrong reasons?
I hope I don't dislike it for the wrong reasons or something.
That's
I'm not trying to say, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not taking the guy's side on this song. It's just, this is the way the song sounds is just irritating.
but it's funny that you're saying you hope you don't. You mean you're not sure if you.
No, I
You're not
hope people don't think I'm.
Oh,
that's
you
what
hope
I'm
people
saying.
don't. Okay, you
Right,
hope people
right.
don't think you're disliking for the wrong reason.
Well, now I'm
That-
talking like her. I'm saying things that don't really mean what I'm saying.
It's funny though. Imagine that you don't know if you don't know why you dislike it. You know,
We should
you-
write let's write an Alanis Morissette song at the
It's gonna be hard, but okay.
I wonder if anyone's gonna make that song.
song?
That just
Well,
came out. Yeah,
it
that just
hasn't-
came out, but
It hasn't come out to the full
Dude.
public yet, though. Yeah. So,
that's actually a hit song.
I forgot to.
We should write one, like a pissed off relationship song.
That'd be hard, but hey, okay, if we can do
And
it.
our band will be called A Man Is Morissette or something.
Oh, man, is Morissette.
it'd be like a pissed off guy from like
How about
but
a man is more upset
a man is more upset. Yeah,
We're
more
even-
upset than this.
than
song.
this? We're even more upset, you know?
Yeah.
Than- You think
Maybe
you're
it's his
upset?
rebuttal.
Yeah, it's his rebuttal.
Yeah, we never get to hear his side of the story.
He's all saying that was the UCB.
He's
theater.
like-
I didn't
He's
want
like,
my.
what? Are you kidding me? I never asked you to go down on me. You just
I
did
didn't-
it.
Yeah, we were at the
And I'm
UCB
embarrassed
theater.
because everyone knows we did.
Yeah.
Everyone heard you do it. Now,
And
now
Matt-
I can't go to that theater anymore.
Matt Walsh, he heard everything. He saw
Walsh
everything.
heard it all.
Walsh heard it all.
Amy, what's her name?
Amy Poehler was
Amy Poehler was two seats
making direct
behind me.
eye contact with me when that happened. That was the most embarrassing thing that ever happened.
And now I can't. They won't let me take Improv 102 now, or
Plus,
whatever.
so it would have never worked. You know, you sleep in a coffin. You know, I sleep in a regular bed. I love garlic.
Oh, you're going back to the vampire.
I don't know, man. I'm sorry.
All right, let's keep going here.
You seem very well. Things look peaceful.
Now she's losing it right here. She is being very sarcastic right here. You seem very well. She's like, you seem very well.
Right. She's all breathing hardcore. And she's going, you seem very
But
well.
by the way, do you think the ex-boyfriend heard this and he's like, now I know. He's like, you know what? You're right. Would you get back with me, please?
He's all thinking, you know what? You think I didn't know? That I ought to know? I already knew that you were a complete psycho. And I'm so glad I made the choice to leave you. It's the best decision I ever made.
Me and my
Jeez.
pregnant
Thank you
wife.
for writing
will,
the song.
will you leave me and my pregnant wife alone now,
Yeah,
please?
exactly. Yeah.
She's like stalking him.
right. We have
All
a
right, let's
theater
keep going.
performance.
All right.
Harold. It's Harold night. It's Harold night. Will you leave me alone? It's Harold night. We got to get to the theater.
It's Ass Cat. Come on.
It's Ass
I'm
Cat.
I'm late for Ass Cat.
Ascat, and Tim Meadows is the guest monologist there. We got Jen Kirkman is the guest monologist. We have to go. Okay, could you leave us
End
alone?
scene. And he goes like this. End scene. And he walks away.
No,
He's like,
he doesn't-
end scene. And
He doesn't
like,
do end scene. He just runs in front of her. You know,
right. He's like,
he just it's just lights out. The lights go out and they play some kind of rock music or something.
uh-huh. All right, let's keep going.
I'm not quite as well. I thought you should know. Did
Now I'm
She's
gonna click on Genius here.
she's
I'm
really,
not quite as well. I thought you should know. A tiny passive-aggressive lead-in to the raw nerve anger in the latter half of the verse. She's making it clear that she realizes he didn't really care, but presents it as though he was the loving person that he presented himself as before he discarded her. I think anyone can just write these. The
Of course.
grammar on that seems a little
Can somebody just
run on.
somebody who listens to this go on Genius and type in our interpretations, the whole vampire thing and the diarrhea thing too. Can you put that in there? Imagine someone going on Genius and they were looking it up. What does open wide mean? Oh, his butt cheeks were spread open wide, and it was about she was in a scat.
She's a pervert. She likes that open wide butt.
She likes scat.
And she's like, okay, let's take it to the next level. You gonna open your butthole now? And he's like, no. And that's when he dumped her.
Well, she wishes he dumped her, if you know what I mean.
Okay, let's keep look at this.
Did you
Okay.
forget about me, Mr. Duplicity?
I never knew what she said until I looked that up. Mr. Duplicity. Mr. Duplicity. Oh, wait, she's talking about what's his name?
The Michael Keaton.
Mike. This is about Michael Keaton. This is not about
Oh, it's not Dave Coulier, it's Michael Keaton.
well, okay, duplicity is dishonest talk or behavior, deceitfulness, double dealing. All right.
Well,
It's just that's
it's
her
al-
nickname for him.
Well, it's also she's combining Mr. Mom with duplicity.
Maybe
And
he
the-
wants to be the mom. He's Mr.
Could-
Mom.
Because wait,
Maybe
Michael
he'd
Keaton
make the great mom.
exactly.
Yeah.
Because Michael Keaton was in both movies, Duplicity and Mr. Mom. So she's
Yeah.
calling him by his most well-known stuff besides Beetlejuice and Batman. Actually, the fact that he plays all these different roles is kind of duplicitous in a way. Yeah.
But check this out. I think you might be onto something here, Brent.
I hate to bug you in the middle of dinner.
She hates to bug him in the middle of dinner. She's showing up and bugging him in the middle of dinner.
Whoa,
This is like
that's crazy.
she's crossing the line. You know what I mean?
Because I thought, so she either broke.
He's
into
like
his
eating at home with his family, and she just busts in,
And
she's
she-
like, "Did you forget about me, Mr. Duplicity?"
and she's saying, "You ought to know that all this
And he's
stuff,
like,
you know."
taking his bite, like, what are you doing here, Alanis?
That's pretty outrageous. Or she was making a scene in public, and you know how she obviously has no regard for the public, about being in public. She'll suck dicks in public. She'll, whatever. And then now she's making a scene in public. Maybe if it's at a restaurant, probably Sizzler. The guys, it's the poo caker. Maybe it's the poo caker actually.
All
They're
right,
at
here comes a big lyric coming
Maybe,
up.
maybe
here.
they're at the Sizzler and the poo caker's on a date at Sizzler, and she just busts in on him, and it's not even Michael Keaton. It's just
Wait, what's the poo
Caker.
caker from?
That's from our thing.
I know, but what is that? What is like a rhyme of something?
Oh, Craig Shoemaker, the Love Maker, but it's the Poo Maker.
Yeah. The poo caker.
Oh, the Poo Caker. That's what it was.
Wait, Craig Shoemaker, is that someone who called in?
No, that's a comedian, but he's the Love Master. Not the Love Maker. It's Craig Shoemaker, the Love Master. And then you were saying it should rhyme with his name. It should be the Poo Caker. Craig
You
Shoemaker.
say a
the
lot of
Poo-
funny stuff, and I don't remember any of it.
Oh, that was a really funny
all right.
bit.
Check.
And
I
we were talking
remember.
about-
I remember poo caker. I just
But
forgot.
then-
I never.
but then
I
remember-
see. I don't know that comedian. You know that comedian. That's
But
not
then remember that they went to Sizzler and he goes, "Sizzle? That's not a sizzle." You remember that? That was one of the funniest bits we ever done on this podcast. That's not sizzle. It's like Sizzler. That's not. This is something about a soup. She got the soup. That's not sizzle. And then I caked it. Remember the whole thing? So I went to the bathroom. You know what happened next? I caked it.
Can't
remember
laugh
that?
about previous podcasts. We have to make new laughs on this one.
Sorry.
All right, you ready?
Middle of dinner, there was a slap in the face. How quickly I was replaced. And are you thinking of me when you her?
They deleted that.
Right. It's
Are
the
you thinking of me when you fuck her?
Actually, man, is there an uncensored version we can hear? Because I'm just kind of I don't want to risk getting a copyright thing, but I'm curious about how she says that. Does she really lay into it or not, or what? I think if you just press, don't even bother. Actually, it's gonna be. Don't want to mess with the
Well, let me just see if there's another acapella out there.
of the uncensored. Yeah, maybe if there is,
There's a couple more acapellas out there. Let me just see. I'll go to the same timestamp. That's at
That's pretty
152.
intense though, that she invaded his space and just kind of came in there. Because you
How
have to
quickly
imagine.
I was replaced. And are you thinking of me when you
It's another censored.
Whatever.
Whatever.
she
We know
laid-
what the line.
No, I know,
is.
but I
Go
bet she
listen to
lays-
it for
She
yourself.
probably lays into it pretty hard. Yeah, that's
Well,
it's
here's
pretty intense.
something interesting on Genius. She answers a question she obviously knows the answer to. Well, that should be she asks a question she obviously knows the answer to. When her ex F's his new woman, he is not thinking of her. But whoever wrote this doesn't know human psychology, because I bet he is. I bet he is thinking of Alanis.
You think? I don't think so. I think he's moved on. He probably thinks about her from time to time,
She probably pops in.
but I don't really think so.
Hey, check this out. In contrast, if Alanis at that moment were to go out to catch a D, she presumably would be thinking aloud about her ex. How do people get away with writing this stuff?
That's a right. That's why I'm saying we should go in Genius and put in these really ridiculous. We should put these really ridiculous things that we've said in there.
It's possible to see this as, do you need to think about me in order to remain aroused? Or does your mind wander as much as your damn eye?
I think what she
Just
here.
digging at him while simultaneously building up some of her own confidence back. So you think it says 4 people contributed to this. So maybe this last one is a little more realistic, I think. She's trying to take a dig at him, but maybe building her own confidence by saying, "You thinking about me?" Like, that's interesting.
I think
way
it's
to-
simply this. I think it's simply he moved on so quickly that it's so the breakup is so fresh that you must be thinking about me still.
Yeah, well,
basically.
I mean, she said it was quickly. He replaced her quickly.
Yeah. So you must be thinking about me because it's such a fresh, you moved on so quickly. You must be, or, something like that. Yeah.
Which makes me think, Brent, if this guy is replacing Alanis Morissette so quickly, he must be kind of a hunk, and maybe just maybe
Maybe it was Dave Coulier after all.
maybe she shouldn't go out with guys like this, these hunks. Maybe maybe more women need to go out. People like Brent and Doug, you know.
You don't think we're hunks? You know what though, Doug?
What?
One thing I have to give some props to. I like that. I will say that I do appreciate that she's obviously pissed, right? But she hasn't once said anything that he did that was, you know, he hasn't said anything. I mean, the only thing she's said is that he's moved on quickly. That's it, you know. But that's not such a heinous thing, you know. But
This guy's not canceled. He's just a dick.
right, and so I guess no. But I guess my thought is maybe he did. You know, obviously he left some mess with her, right, or something, and so I guess he did hurt her somehow, but they don't. She doesn't explain what he did to hurt her so badly, or what he did where he messed up. Where did he mess up? We don't know, and I kind of appreciate that because it's not like she's trying to say, "I'm a victim here," you know. Oh, look at what he did to me. He did all
I
this
think
stuff
she
to me.
is saying that.
Well, I don't know. I mean, but she's not laying it on so thick by saying he did this, he did this, he did this, he did this. She's just sort of expressing that she's upset with him, but not explaining what he did. And I think by not explaining what he did is kind of I appreciate
you know
that.
what? You know what?
What?
He didn't do anything. She did it all.
That could be an
And
interpretation.
this
Maybe
guy
the song is
like,
actually
she's
honestly,
nuts. I'm sorry. We have to break up.
honestly, maybe
I'm
the
sorry.
song.
I'm not trying to be misogynistic. I'm trying to.
Another take on the song is that
It's just a
maybe
funny
she's just
take.
an unstable person, and she really. I mean, admittedly,
That's
almost,
why
this-
to hear his point of view might be like kind of funny. Like, you know, like what is he saying here?
he said it was a first date, basically. It was a first date. We didn't even kiss.
He'll be like, we never were going out. We went on 2 dates and you gave me a BJ at UCB Sunset. And I was
And I was
I didn't want to
embarrassed
say
about
no
it.
because I was, you know, I was kind of shocked that it was going on. And yeah, so immediately I just happened to
hold on.
meet someone the next
just-
day. I was talking to my friend who I'd known for a while, and she said, "Hey, we should go out," you know, and I said, "You know, I never thought about that."
You know what? I just thought
I
of
don't
a
know.
good-
I'm trying to think like, how could it be? How could she?
Well, I think maybe
What's like a way that's not so
I got an idea.
like
This is what
how
it was.
if he replaced her with someone, you know, he didn't go out to the bars. He had a friend that it turns out actually they liked each other or something. I don't know.
Well, maybe he was telling his friend, I just went on this horrible second date. This clown performer at the Lyric Theater tried to suck my dick in front of everybody. It was basically, you know, that's something they would do probably, you know, one of the clown performers, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. She's a clown
was-
performer.
it
She
was at
brings
the
him
Lyric-
on. She
it was at the
brings
Lyric-
She brings him on stage, right? And she
Maybe
thinks
he
it's
didn't even. That was it. You know what I mean? It was just that was the only. They didn't even go out. It was just an audience member, you know. And she was trying to involve him in this bit.
She thinks it was like. She thinks in her mind that was her boyfriend.
Well, maybe it's just her interrupting his dinner is more clown kind of performance art. This whole thing's a clown performance, you know. Where,
Yeah, she pulls his pants down and puts his penis in her mouth in front of everybody at the Lyric Hyperion, right?
yeah,
And this guy's like, "Oh my God, I've never been to a clown show. I'm terrified.
I'm never going again.
I got to get out of here." And then he goes up the street to that Italian restaurant over there or whatever. The Hyperion,
Speranza.
you know, like
Speranza.
that, whatever that place is called.
Speranza.
He goes to Speranza. He's like, "I just need a glass of wine. I got to get out of here." He goes with his friends. He goes with he goes with his actual longtime girlfriend.
Maybe it's the waitress.
And they go to have dinner. She's like, "I don't know." She's like, why did you let her do that? And he's like, "I'm so sorry. I didn't know what was going to happen."
I didn't know
She's
that
like, we've been together 4 years. And why would you do that?
they said it was
So
a
then
comedy.
she shows up and thinks she got replaced.
She
And
goes,
it's actually his long-term girlfriend.
right. He goes, I didn't know. They said it was a comedy show. I didn't know there was gonna be nudity and sucking my dick and stuff. That's a real kind of sentiment, by the way.
I know.
She goes,
I thought it was going to be clowns and balloon animals. I didn't think
Yeah.
it was going to be like whipped cream in the butthole.
But imagine this though. What if it wasn't even his girlfriend? What if he's talking to the waiter, the waitress, you know? It's just a waitress, and she's getting his order, and the clown girl's psycho, and
right.
she went over, she sees
He
them
goes
together.
to have a meal by himself. He's
Yeah,
like,
he's
I'm
by
so
himself.
embarrassed.
And then she's just taking his order. She's just going, yeah, oh, you'd like okay, you want the finocchio salad? Okay, good. And then she says, I hope you're happy together. It's a waitress.
Oh no, he goes like this, and then she shows up here. I'm here to remind you of the mess you left when you went away. And he's like, the whipped cream? You're the one that brought out the whipped cream.
Or maybe she wasn't able to finish the bit. You know what I mean? Because he he left because he didn't want to. He was embarrassed. He pulled down his pants.
Yeah.
And then she goes, yeah, you messed up my whole bit. Just so you know, I had this whole bit planned.
Yeah.
And,
and I was doing this Jesus thing, and I had this cross to bear, and I was gonna be covered in slime and like it was gonna be all gross. I was gonna put you on the cross and jack you off. It was this whole thing.
I was gonna put you on the cross and I was gonna put you on the cross and jack you off. It was this whole thing I had planned, and you ruined it. I didn't think anyone was gonna walk out of the show.
This would be so funny to like shoot this whole scene, right? You like make a music video about this. It starts with a guy. He's like, "Hey, I'm gonna go to a clown show. My friend, his friend gets COVID. Hey, I can't go to the clown show with you." He's like, "I guess I'll just go by myself. I don't want to waste the ticket. Couldn't find anyone else to come." So he's at the clown show by himself. She sees this guy. She's like, "Hey, any volunteers?" Not even does that. She's just like, "Come up here with me." The clown, the aggressive clown. They force him to come up. He's like, "Okay, I guess I'll go on stage." She's got the whole cross. She comes down off the cross.
She's fully naked.
She's
too,
like, "You're the new Jesus. Get on the cross." And then she like she ties him up, pulls his pants down, starts sucking his D. And he's just like, people are like losing their mind. And then she gets the whipped cream out to, spray it up his butt crack. And then
because
she's like, open wide. She's like, "Come on, open wide, open wide." And he's like, no, I don't think I want to do this anymore. She's like, "Open wide."
He's like,
"Open wide." Then he runs out.
He goes, "Getting my dick sucked was one thing, but whipped cream, I'm out of here." Like the whipped cream was the last.
Yeah.
That was what.
So he runs out of there with his pants around his legs. He's just embarrassed, and he just ducks into the restaurant. He's like, "This place looks dark and quiet. Speranza, let's go to Speranza." And he's like, "Yeah, table for one, please, God, please, table for one in the back corner." After the show, she shows up. Where did he go? She sees the trail of whipped cream.
Whipped cream.
She sees the trail of whipped cream.
That was the mess he made, actually.
And then the woman's taking his order. He's like, "Yeah, let me get the caprese, and let me
I'll get the
what's that? What's fancy spaghetti called? It's called
no. What's that one? The one with the one with the anchovies in it. That's for the puttanesca.
What's the restaurant called?
Speranza. You're trying to be really accurate now with the order.
Right on here, Hyperion, right there.
Yeah.
Speranza. Yeah, let me get the carpaccio and just to start, and I'll get the, of course I'll get the bruschetta al pomodoro. And he's like, I just had a crazy show. I'm gonna treat myself. Let me get.
She goes like this. She goes. All of a sudden, he hears, "You seem very well. Things look peaceful."
Yeah. She shows
I'm
up.
not quite as well. I thought you should know.
No, she goes like this. "I want you to know I'm happy for you. I wish nothing but the best for both of you." And the waitress is like, "What?" And she's like, she's older, right? An older version of me? Is she perverted like me? She go down. Maybe during the play, she speaks really eloquently too, just to set that up,
Oh yeah, she speaks in kind of old English or something.
Right. And it's just like, because the love that you gave, that we made, wasn't enough to make you open wide. Anyway, That would be.
It'd be
That's
funny if you do
hilarious.
this whole skit, right? And then at the end,
That's
you
when the
say,
song starts. Is when she shows up at the restaurant.
well, no, this is what you do. Oh, you could do that, or the reveal could just, and then after that, you could go, and then the reveal, the big punchline for the joke of the sketch is, you ought to know behind the or Alanis Morissette behind the music, you ought to know, or something like that. It's a behind. This is behind the music or something. I don't know. Or it's the true Hollywood story. You ought to know.
No, I think you just set it up. Like, what is this song actually about? This is the real story. And then you're just watching this long sketch about a clown and all this weird stuff, and then it makes sense, And when she's saying "open wide," it like flashes back to him going, "No, no, no." All right, we'll wait.
No, it flashes back.
It's a flashback. All right, I'm gonna. It just goes to the chorus. It goes to the pre-chorus.
Oh, there's more.
I know. There's a bridge.
Wait, hold on, Doug. You didn't. You unshared it, I think. Oh no, never mind. No,
I
you're
turned
good,
it down. I turned it down. I was just
Okay.
scanning forward.
Oh, good. Interesting.
This part's kind of cool.
That's interesting.
This is when she's kind of losing her mind.
Right,
She's
right.
already lost her mind, but this
she's
is like
completely
she's going
off the
psycho. She's
completely
going-
off the deep end. Yeah.
Yeah, off the deep end. Yeah.
Cause the joke that you laid in the bed, that was me, and I'm not gonna fade as soon as you close your eyes.
Okay.
Whoa.
What?
Because the joke that you laid in the bed, that was me.
Wait. Oh.
Now she's off the deep end because this truly.
Oh. You know what? I honestly, this song. Okay. I love, the whole lyric theater thing. That's a great interpretation. But if we were to get real a little bit, I would say that this really feels almost like a guy who did not. Okay, it feels like a guy who, yeah, definitely maybe had a one night stand, or maybe not a one night stand, but maybe just didn't treat the relationship seriously. But he did say some things. That is one thing he did do that was messed up. Was he said he was gonna, be with her forever. He kind of made this claim like he wanted to be with her forever, and so he misled her, saying he was gonna be all into it and stuff, and she just truly, really jilted by this, right? And I gotta say, because the joke that you laid in the bed, that to me sounds like more diarrhea or farts or something like that. The joke that you laid.
Well, it sounds like. Well, here's my interpretation of it.
The joke that you laid, he laid a plopper.
But here's the kicker. The joke that you laid in the bed, that was me. She's like,
Well,
I took that shit.
Well, you know what else? I sometimes, kind of people who are into being dominated, masochists can be into being what do they call it? Humiliated, and maybe ridiculed, in a sexual context.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So that could be that too, where, maybe the speaker of it is wanted to be humiliated in a sexual context, as a sort of submissive, masochistic kind of thing. And so something like that, And
I have to look something up because I'm looking at this video. So the drummer looks like Taylor Hawkins, who was in Foo Fighters, and it is. Just a little fun fact. Had to look that up. All right. Well, this is almost like too much to even try to figure out, because the joke that you laid in the bed was me, and I'm not going to fade as soon as you close your eyes. Okay. Well, the second part makes sense.
No, he's just treating her like a joke. It wasn't, she thinks that she treated her like a joke. Basically.
Okay. So that's maybe the real interpretation.
Yeah. And then, hey, just so you know, this isn't some joke. I'm not, or maybe this is the joke, but this is the joke you're never going to forget. I'm not going to let you forget about this or something like that. I'm not going to just fade away.
Yeah. Or she probably knows she's gonna be thinking about her. You can't.
And you know it. I fade as soon. Cause the joke that you laid in the bed that was made, and I'm not gonna fade as soon as you close your eyes.
That was May. The joke that you laid in the bed that was May. She really had to stretch to make that rhyme with. She rhymed laid with me. That's creative, you know.
Because the joke that you laid in the bed that was my.
And I'm not gonna fade as soon as you close your eyes. It's almost like a limerick, you know.
Hey, she speaks eloquently, kind of.
All right, let's
as soon as you close your
And
eyes,
you know it.
You know it.
And every time I scratch my nails down someone else's back, I hope you feel it.
whoa,
Well,
pause
can
that.
you feel it?
Wow, oh,
Now it's like some
whoa.
voodoo kind of stuff.
Whoa! Hold on, this is kind of crazy. She's taking out her anger on other men now.
I know.
She's taking out the guys. She's making love to some man, and then the guy goes, what's with the nails? She goes,
Oh, that's for someone else.
that's for Michael Keaton. That one was for Michael Keaton. That scratcher was for Michael.
That was for
and then-
audience member number 4.
But here's what's also crazy, man. Think about this. She goes, well, can you feel it? She's doing it right now. Meaning she's singing this song while she's making love to this man, you know?
Yeah, maybe.
And then she's kind of saying, can you feel it? You know, I'm doing it right now. I'm scratching. That's kind of crazy. That is weird that she's trying to use someone else's body as some sort of voodoo doll or, you know, surrogate or something like that. I mean, that is kind of psycho, actually, you know, to use someone else's body, to take it out on someone else's body. I'm scratching this other man's body and I want, you know, she's doing it for the other guy to feel it. Yikes.
All right. So that's pretty much it. Then the chorus comes back, but we don't need to listen to it again unless you want to. But here's what it says at the bottom of Genius. The ultimate bad breakup song. The song discusses the fallout of a breakup and is notable for the raw emotion expressed by Morissette, a trend that was just appearing among female artists at the time, especially in terms of sexuality. The lead single from Alanis's breakthrough album, Jagged Little Pill, this was the song that propelled the young Canadian singer-songwriter to superstardom. The song features Flea and Dave Navarro from Red Hot Chili Peppers and Jane's Addiction on bass and guitar. The song received 2 Grammy Awards and was nominated for a 3rd. It reached the top 10. Okay, whatever.
Is that an interpretation?
The subject of the song has been heavily debated, and while Morissette continues to be silent on the matter, there is strong suggestion that it is about Dave Coulier, better known as Uncle Joey Gladstone from Full House. Which is like, this song is like, it's kind of hilarious that it's about kind of a corny dad from a sitcom. I mean, like a guy who plays that, you know.
I don't think
it's not by
actually
another like rocker or something. It's about Dave Coulier.
Well, no,
Right?
no, people say that, but I don't think. I think what I heard was this song is about it's a combination of men, and Dave Coulier might be part of that, but you know, yeah. I've heard, you know, so I've heard that it's not really necessarily about one guy.
Okay. Well, here's an article from 2013. Dave Coulier says Alanis Morissette's You Oughta Know is about him. After nearly 2 decades of speculation, actor Dave Coulier is finally confirming that Alanis Morissette's hit breakup song is indeed about him. Then there's gifs of him from Full House.
I don't know. I'm still
Wait,
not fully convinced.
Coulier, who dated Morissette in the 90s, told HuffPost Live that when the song came out in 1995, I called her and I said, look, what do you want me to say to the media when these folks call me? And she said, you can say whatever you want. Coulier added that there's one line in the song that's a dead giveaway about him. I hate to bug you in the middle of dinner. That's the one. Coulier revealed we had already broken up. She called and said, hey, you know, and he said, hey, you know, I'm right in the middle of dinner. Can I call you back? Why is he answering his phone in the middle of dinner? I don't know. I guess back in those days, you get the phone whenever it rings. But it's all good now, as Coulier told HuffPost Live. I think nothing but the world of her.
It's all Coolio. It's all Coulier. Things are Coulier now.
I want to see if there's any photos of them together.
The whole thing is about him. I thought that. Okay, hey, well there you go. Guess so. Did Alanis
I mean, who
say
knows?
that?
Who knows? She said. Wait, I think I see a photo of them together. Wait. I don't know. That's someone else. Who knows? Okay, well, there you go. You ought to know.
You ought to know.
We've definitely done over an hour on this song.
You ought to know, and now we do.
Yeah, now we know.
Now we know.
So, if you want to keep listening to this show, we're going to keep talking. We might listen to voicemails, or we might do another Alanis song. We'll figure it out. We're going to wing it. I mean, we'll figure out when we get there, but we're going to go after dark. And after dark is behind the paywall. Okay. That's how we pay for the show. This first part you heard, free. This next part, very, very cheap. Just go to patreon.com/Poundcast and you can listen to the full episodes of the Poundcast called After Dark. And that is about it.
And let's thank
Poundcast.com. Oh, wait.
Oh, go ahead.
Repeat it. Patreon.com/Poundcast. Sign up. That's how we keep the show alive week after week. Anything else to mention? Thank you.
Let's thank the crew here.
Thank the crew, but also look, check this out. Thank to Louisville Vegan Foods. Go to LouisvilleVeganFoods.com. Get 20% off your entire purchase by using the code word Poundcast. Okay.
Okay. And let's thank the crew here.
That's right. We would like to thank the Poundcast team. We're talking about Jackie Montana, El Bircho. That's Jack Birch. Check him out. He's making a lot of videos on Instagram these days. And of course, Chloe Bonilla. They all help us put the show together. So shout out to them. And shout out to all our Patreon members. Maybe we should start naming. I've heard other podcasts name their Patreon members. I don't know if they want to be like named on a. We won't do that yet.
I mean,
they know who they are.
Maybe we should. Sometimes I see that on YouTube videos. People just have a whole credits.
Yeah,
basically.
they just give it. They just start doing credits.
Maybe we should do that. Would you like that? Let us know.
Let us know.
And you know what? If you like this,
if you want to leave us a voicemail, sometimes we hit the voicemails. If you have a question or if you have something that funny that we can discuss, or a funny story, or a problem for us to solve, it's 213-207-6952. That's 213-207-6952.
and you know what else? You can also do this. I forgot. Oh, what was it? I forgot what I was going to say, actually. Sorry, but
no, that's okay. Sometimes we forget.
Something
it's
about
late.
was
it's
it about,
late. I played tennis with Pavement. I did office hours. Then I worked with Eric Andre. Now I'm doing this. So I had a long day. So it's okay to forget. It's okay for you to forget.
I was going to just say something. Oh, gosh, I don't remember. I feel like it was something. Oh, I was just going to say, hey, if you like the show, another thing you do is go to Apple Music and you can rate and review the show. If you like the show, okay? If you don't like it, don't do that. Rate and review it,
They like it. All right, let's go after dark, Brent.
Okay, thank you all.
Signing off.
And goodbye.
Peace.
Doug and Brent. Doug,
Go to bed.
and Brent.
Oh, you make dope beats? I'ma remember that.
Talk into each other. Doug and Brent.
Looking good.
Well, they talked about today.
Shit. It's not a good look. Your ass got blasted.
Talking on the Poundcast.